Have you ever wondered what goes into creating an episode of UH? Be a fly on the wall as Jay and Beck brainstorm, banter, and offer a glimpse into their madness. It may be crazy, personal, or messy, but hey, it's how they get shit done. So kick off your shoes, pour yourself a drink of the day, grab that comfy throw blanket, and attempt to relax as you enter into the minds of the Maniacs. Welcome to the Writing Sessions.
I just heard a voice come through. It was weird. It was a guy.
What?
It was a low voice. So it was like, vroom, vroom. That's what I heard, but I couldn't make out the words. But I thought I was like...
It's probably the ghost pissed off that we're moving.
Maybe he'll come with you.
Don't fucking say that. This is a cool spot to haunt. Like, it's very homey.
Right.
So, I would just haunt this place and be done with it.
Right. You'll probably have a new set when you get to the new place.
Well, we got fucking... What's the shit you burn there?
Sage.
Got that, and then she's got sage spray. We can just spray it and not light anything, but I think in my new computer room I'll probably light something. But, hey, the ghosts, haven't freaked me out here. I haven't turned a corner and there's something standing there or some shit.
Not yet. These are the writing sessions for Season 2, Episode 10, Midnight Maniacs.
That's right. We've lit ourselves up in various different ways, and
we're ready to roll.
I discovered something.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Listen to this really quick.
Okay. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And then listen to this one. Well, he's not fucking saying, "Don't forgive me when I'm gone."
Yeah.
But what is the common factor between those two? What country do you think they're from? I'm going to blow your mind with my weird theory.
All right. I'm going to say England. I don't. Are they from the UK? Where are they from?
No.
Where?
They're from Canada. So Disaster and I were like packing or cleaning or something, and we were playing 80s videos, and fucking Glass Tiger, Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone came on, and I go, you know what, Disaster, I bet you he's Canadian. She's like, what do you mean? And we looked it up,
yeah,
and he is Canadian.
Okay, but...
And she goes, what?
Wait, how did you know he was Canadian?
That's what she said. And then I go, because there's a Canadian look that I know, okay? So the Canadian look, all right, the dude singing fucking Someday and Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone, the Glass Tiger dude.
Right.
And Corey Hart and Ryan Reynolds, too, he's a recent example. They have, like, a raccoon look to them. It's almost like, it's not that they're cross-eyed, but their eyes aren't straight. It's kind of like their eyes, I think in a lot of ethnicities, eyes are different, like the hoods of your eyelids and things like that, right?
Right.
They have something going on like that very subtly, but it's like a pre-cross-eyed look, like a raccoon look.
Oh, my Lord.
Like, think of Sarah McLachlan. She kind of looks like a raccoon, too, right?
Pete Davidson looks like a raccoon to me.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the cross-eyed kind of squint-your-eye look. Like the Glass Tiger, I don't know what it is, dude, but I've discovered that I could fucking tell Canadian people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to see I'd like to see this in action someday. I'd like you to go back. That person right there is Canadian.
I'll tell you what happens. Just go to Glass Tiger, Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone, when the dude's singing in the camera, and then pull up a picture of Ryan Reynolds looking at the camera, and you'll see this kind of, I'm a fucking troll. Like if I was next to Ryan Reynolds, I'd be a troll, right? But like, I'm just saying.
So wait,
they have this certain look.
But you played
I've discovered.
You played Corey Hart at first.
Yeah, he's Canadian too.
Okay, but he wore his sunglasses, so how could you tell?
Well, he takes them the fuck off, and he looks at and he's in jail at one point.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on with that video. He's wearing his sunglasses in his apartment, and then fucking cops come and take him, and then he's in jail, and then there's like a hot chick with hair fucking guard.
Right.
That's the video. Okay. I don't even know.
So he has the same cross-eyed raccoon look?
Lesser, but I detected it.
Oh my Lord. Okay.
Yeah, it's a thing, dude. It's a thing.
How did you just suddenly go there? I just don't.
It just happened. It built up.
Oh,
it built up because, like, really southern people. Like, think of Miranda Lambert, Danica Patrick, like Garth Brooks. Like, they have, like, think of Paul McCartney's eyes. How his eyes look like if you put your hands in front of his eyes, like both of your hands up, and twisted them down. Like, his eyes are kind of curved downward, and he looks a little bit goofyish, but a little sad too. And then it's like the southern people look like they have a possum look.
Wow.
It's just this kind of, if Paul McCartney's twisted eyes down makes him sad, and let's go halfway up.
Okay.
And then squinch the face a little bit more.
And that's that's a southern person?
I've noticed. Yeah. Not blanking at everybody.
But there seems to be a trend among who you've noticed. You can kind of pick them out.
There are some people who I know who are Italian that you would never know, and then there's some people you're like, you're fucking eating gabagool and fucking sandwiches.
Right.
Yeah. So we all have the extreme and the, like, melding, but yeah, the southern people and the Canadians, I fucking will spot them, I think, yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
You never noticed that some southern people look different? You know what I mean?
No. I think if you lined up a bunch of people, I couldn't tell you who's southern and who's not. Maybe if they were, like, more tan, then I would know they were southern. But if you brought in, like,
or some crazy hair,
Yeah. I mean, there's certain things, but I don't know. I haven't noticed that. But again, I don't know if I could pick out a Canadian person either.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, if the FBI there's a Canadian running around and there's 7 of them a lineup, I want to be there. I'll find your raccoon-eyed ass.
I hope they bring you in so they can solve the case.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you one time, well, my friend and I were having a conversation and somebody popped on the line and went, oh, okay, I'll get off. It sounded like, and we went, was that the fucking...
NSA?
Yeah. It sounded like they accidentally clicked on our line and went, oh shit, and got off.
Never had that on my cell phone. I had it on my cordless before we got cells. That happened.
Breaking into a call that you had?
Yeah, it was like I could hear, someone, it was like they called in a number and somehow it crossed paths. But I never had to break in, like, on my cell phone.
You know Goodfellas, when they're, like, monitoring Pesci and De Niro, and they're on, like, it felt like the dude hit the switch. It didn't seem like a telemarketer or something. We were both like, that sounded like, FSA or some shit.
But you never know, Jay. You just never know.
I guess so, man.
Whoop-a-tee-ow, get along, little doggies, for you know New York will be your new home.
The Double Down is its own entity. It seems a bit dangerous in there.
Okay.
Remember I told you they play the pornos every 30 seconds? They'll play music videos, and then, like, if for every 5 minutes they do a 30-second, then a 5 minutes and a 30-second. So you'll be sitting there watching Corey Hart, and then all of a sudden there's some dude with a ball gag and getting whipped, and you're like, dude, did you see that? And when you turn and everybody looks at it, it's back to Corey Hart. They fuck with you that way. And the dude I know that does the bouncing there looks like Gandalf. Do I say, like, hey, Gandalf, we've been here before, bro. I had a cigarette with you.
You shall not pass!
The first Cheech and Chong movie, they're driving. He picks up Chong. They're driving in a car, and Chong goes, "Here, take these pills." They smoke weed, and Cheech is freaking out. And Chong goes, "Here, take these pills, man." And then fucking Cheech eats them, and then Chong is like, "Oh, don't eat those." Cheech is like, "I already ate them," and Chong's like, "Oh." should he do something like that? Like, ooh, like he kind of laughs like there's something in store for you. Did I ever tell you I ran into him in New York City on accident? Him.
Okay.
So my friends live on St. Mark's Place, which is where the arcade is, which is a hot spot for punk clothing places and all sorts of shit. And I was writing Coral Castle with my 2 writer friends. They lived on St. Mark's Place. So I finished a session writing with them, And then when I exited the place and made a right next to their stairs is a hookah place. So when I went to the right, I'm passing the hookah place, and he's sitting outside at a fucking table smoking a hookah. And I stopped and then looked back and I was like, holy shit, that's him. And I walked up, I was like, dude, a city of 8 million people with all sorts of weirdness. I'd finished writing, made a quick right, and he was right there sitting there smoking a hookah.
That's so amazing, man.
That's how he is. He'll just appear at places. So it's kind of apropos that he has some kind of weed that transports us. Okay, the weed is a special interdimensional multiverse strain that is known as Soma, S-O-M-A. I'm giving my cat snacks, by the way, if you hear any bags or whatever. Oh, yeah. Come here, Mew. You guys drive a hard bargain.
I always feel like somebody watching me. Tim, it's just a dream.
Let's just give a definitive year for Otis right now.
Yeah, he's like 121 years old.
1900 then. Or 1901.
Well, I mean, we can even go 1893 if you want to get crazy.
Let's go 1893 then.
All right, so he's from 1893. He's been there. He's multidimensional.
What if he meant sneaker between the pipes? Where he used to sip that drink we had that would leak from the pipes, and he saw a little weird
small
half-breed and
little snake hybrid that he kind of raised as his own.
Yeah, and in a year. I didn't think.
Oh shit! Otis raised Snaker, man, from a small.
This isn't in the script at all. We're just talking about history.
Nobody knows where these dudes came from. We know that Otis is old, that he's been around.
So Otis is 1893, and
Snaker,
and
I'm gonna say, is in his like. Are you thinking he's like a 70s kind of boy? You think he's older?
When did he appear? Between tadpole and adolescent
right.
is a year. So let's just pick it.
Oh.
If it's 1972 or whatever, and 73,
they age quicker.
Yeah, he ages in terms of his filling out his normal body, but then when he's in his normal body, like our cats, he just gets to live however long, you know.
Okay.
It's not like he's always growing.
No.
He just doesn't. He grows to adult in like a year and a half.
I like
and then
this. He has a backstory.
Because he sheds his skin.
Yeah, this is great.
That gave me great joy to pick the fucking dates that they arrived on the scene.
1893 and 1972.
Yeah. Snaker's older than me, dude.
All I can see with Otis is riffraff. Like every time I picture Otis.
Oh my god.
Hello, my name is Riff Raff. I'm one of the stars of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Every time. You too?
100%. There's no other fucking visual.
I know. That's the visual I get.
Oh my god, I just put their B-days on my whiteboard. I had to write that down.
Oh, good. Now we're back to the alley. Floyd, guys, let's go out to the alley. We're about to embark on the final frontier, explore strange new worlds, witness new nightscapes, to boldly go where no maniac has gone before.
I don't have an app right now because my phone is too slow. So whenever I have ideas, I'll write them in people's text messages with me.
Okay.
And I wrote one with where nobody has a lighter. I don't know how we would use that. Like, it'd be a running gag. Like, nobody has a lighter. We can get a light from people. But then we would have to depend on somebody else, like, helping us out. Or it could be like, I have one match, and then I don't have a lighter. It's a stoner thing. If we're doing stoner shit, like, the thing isn't a lighter.
Come to Katz's for dinner.
New York, eat your heart out.
Do you know how you kind of have to eat in between drinking? We're drinking ass juices and smoking weed. We're going to get hungry, right? So what if my spot is like a food joint?
If you want to do Katz's Deli, you feel like they're gonna kill you if you don't do exactly what they say. You want to visit Katz's like when it opened, the year it opened?
What year did it open?
We're gonna find out. 1888, as a small deli called Iceland Brothers, at the time when Jewish establishments dotted the neighborhood. Its name changed to Iceland and Katz, and then Katz's Deli after the family brought it out of the Iceland family. Upon the arrival of Willie Katz in 1903, the name of the store was officially changed to Iceland and Katz. Willie's cousin Benny joined him in 1910, buying out the Iceland Brothers to officially form Katz's Delicatessen. So in 1910. I'm thinking like when Bill and Ted are going in their telephone booth,
Okay.
and they're flowing around through the snakes of time, but they can talk to each other, but it sounds echoey. Boom, they appear. So you know what? That's it. Let's use that as just a basis, not the telephone booth, not whatever, but just keep Bill and Ted in mind, how they did that there. Yeah, we swish. We appear in an alley. We go to head out of the alley, and a car screeches in front of us, and then we meet them.
So 2 doors open and close, and this is Barry and Terry. They come out of the car.
Oh, shit. The bathroom door doesn't stay shut. We got to put something to wedge in there. If you're inside, you can lock it. So we got to do that so the cats don't go in there. The fucking shower, the way you turn on the shower is opposite. The way you open up a window is opposite. Usually you put both latches to the right to open it, both latches to the left to shut it. No, you got to put one latch to the left, one latch to the right.
Huh.
One of our stove dials, like the dial, the little plastic thing you grab is stripped, so only 3 of them work. What else is janky? Oh, in my fucking computer room where I'm sitting in front of the monitor, the floor is slightly slanted. So it's not like I'm flat.
It's an old,
you know what I mean?
It's an old building, so you probably got a little bit of a tilt going.
Well, a good amount of a tilt.
If you put a marble down, it would roll.
It would roll to to my right. What else is janky? I think that's it for now, but like, I'm like, why are things being janky?
Yeah. I mean, every place has its quirks. Even when I would move from an apartment to apartment, everything would be different.
Under the sink leaks, so we have a bucket under there now. I figured that's just how everything is. God, this fucking floor creaks everywhere, dude. Everywhere I'm walking, it's creaking. I don't want them to know.
Is that what I'm hearing?
It's fucking creaking.
You're going to have to find a pattern to walk in that's not as creaky. You're going to have to figure out where's the pattern where it's not creaking.
But there's no fucking weird for a pattern.
There isn't, like you can't go further.
Near the door, everywhere in the square. God, oh my Lord. See, dude, it's fucking...
Wow, I heard that.
It's not even fucking funny, dude. What do I fucking... Okay, can I get like
What if you throw a throw rug on top of that area? Like a decorative throw rug right there.
I'm gonna need a fucking bear skin, dude. It's fucking... I've never seen anything like it. The floor is slanty when I'm editing, and it makes me feel weird when I'm editing, like I'm getting pulled to the side.
You're gonna have to change your desk around, man, and shit, so that you're not sliding one way. You're gonna have to figure out a good place.
It's already all fucking set up. I set it up, and then I sat down.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to take like fucking 2 days to move. But I didn't fucking know that the goddamn floor would be slanted like fucking side of a mountain, man.
But you definitely are going to need to now carpet it to level it out.
And now it's creaking everywhere. It's really fucking me up, dude.
It's really loud, too. It sounds like a scary haunted house.
It sounds like Scooby-Doo. It sounds great. It sounds better than anything we'll find on YouTube. Absolutely. So like, I need to fucking pace. So like now I'm just standing, my legs are apart, and I could like move my top half and... But that's not really working.
Oh, shit. You definitely are going to need... I'm wondering if a rug would help. Like, you know how you can buy like 5x7s or however big the room, something to just throw on top of the carpet.
Or even if I have a strip, like a lane to go back and forth. But let me ask you, do you think everybody who lives down, like, right, you know they live downstairs is their fucking bedroom?
You think you're above a kid's room?
Well, I know that they have bedrooms on their second floor, and that's what we're above. And the first floor is like their dining room, their living room. You can see inside, it's all Christmassy and shit, you know?
Oh, they have 2 levels.
They have 2 levels, so they're fucking sleeping down here. It can't be the first level where the TV's going and nobody cares.
Right.
But I could be above the fucking dudes.
You could be either above the parents or the kids. And then the kids are like, scary up there.
What the fuck is he doing up there at midnight walking around?
Yeah. Or the kids are like,
there's a Babadook up there. I hear it at night.
I say you have fun with that shit. Keep pacing.
On the second day, I'm sleeping here.
Yeah. They gotta get used to it.
I'm on meth.
You have to be able to move around. These are times where you have to be healthy. They're lucky you don't have a fucking treadmill going. Or a Peloton or some shit.
You know, those are things you don't notice. I would have definitely said something. Like, wow, it's really creaky in there.
You didn't notice a lot of stuff.
It was terrible. But oh well. Oh well.
It's terrible. Okay.
What are we I got cardboard. Do you think that'll work? Let me try and walk on cardboard.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Put like a couple boxes. Yeah, I'd put a couple layers down and just...
You want 2 layers?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think I heard squeaking, or I heard like more cardboard sound.
I know we got it right, but let me just quickly walk. Let me see. Okay, I think I sort of found a spot.
I mean, I don't hear squeaking.
I got 3 levels. I have 3 boxes.
Okay.
See, I think this works, dude.
Yeah? So do you think if you maybe duct tape the 3 boxes together and make a little path, that could be your path you throw down to walk on?
I think I'm going to extend the path and put like a rug over it.
That's what I would do.
This is ridiculous.
That's what I would do. I'd make the path and put a rug over it because the rug would soften it from the cardboard. And it's fucking ridiculous.
I feel like I'm Tom Hanks in the Money Pit. And then the dude's like, yeah, do you see the back alley out there? And we're like, yeah, that's cool. He goes, and you can see this really dilapidated, like, garage, like it's fucking collapsing and, you know, whatever. And he's like, yeah, this back alley, there's giant rats running around back there. What? Because they don't take care of their shit. That alley's not fun. But I'm like, it looks cool. And we're like, what?
Be careful of that alley, man.
I was just thinking about the creaking. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I mean, it's not just my room either. It's the whole fucking hall. It's the whole fucking... The kitchen is the only place... If this was a minefield, if you suddenly somebody said, all those creaks are mines, I'd go, let me call everybody and say goodbye.
You got your pacing path?
Oh, I almost just fell over because it's like
it's
thick and it's oh my god, it's slanting down and the boxes are making things. If you hear a crash, you know, just hang up and call 911. There's shit everywhere, man. A box might crash into a box and it collapse on me. You'll hear and I'll go, call 911.
Welcome to Barren Pines Campground. I'm the attendant, Teensy.
Really?
Do we want Teensy to be the character? He worked at the campground, but suddenly he's working at Katz's Deli.
All right.
What if he worked at Katz's Deli in 1970, whatever?
Okay.
But he was like the younger Teensy, and now he works at a campground.
Okay.
And maybe his arms are short because he had some kind of carving accident.
You want to have the carving accident here, or he has it already? Okay, so you want him to get his arms cut off somehow here?
That's crazy.
No, I like crazy. Hold on, let me think.
We can give him a different backstory with his arms.
We can add just a tad more to his backstory. Like, being there in 1977 is sort of cool. It's cool, actually. But finding the way that true fans would know. Other people would just... No, and it's close enough to the Camp UH that, you know, if it was next season, but it's close enough that it could ring a bell. It could, if you're following the last couple of weeks.
Right. And if you're not following, then it's just another weird character named Teensy that's new to you.
Yeah. And then you'll listen back and go, oh my God, that was the dude that, you know.
Yeah.
What if he cuts really slow? They cut with a knife. Like, they'll take out a chunk with the metal fork thing. Like, oh my God, he could be really slow. He's going to get a stool. He's reaching in. Oh, he just dropped one.
He's getting a stool.
And then he can go to the one that dropped, and somebody can go, no, not that one, asshole. Get a fresh one or something.
What if he's always had these short arms? And this is his job in 72 he's going to get fired from because of his arms. Or we can cut his arms off, but that's crazy. You want him to have a slicer accident? Or do we want to have him come out of the gate with his little disability?
Is this something we might release? Are you taping right now?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'll release that. I don't.
No, all right. Okay.
Because it's going to go right in line with you being able to spot Canadians and Southern people and fucking Paul McCartney's eye. Oh, boy.
Huh. I was thinking, what if he had cut his arms previously in different jobs and they're shorter each time they reattach them? Wow, his arms look a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple of accidents every time they reattached. A little bit shorter, but I can handle it. Tickets, what do you think?
There is a part of me that wants to have him have some sort of weird carving accident where you hear like a skill saw in the back. Like, yeah.
Like,
right. It's real.
And then he'll just be like, oh, but like nothing phases this dude.
So he doesn't freak out.
He just, I'm just gonna go to the back, look for some band-aids, and
oh my God.
Dude, he's bleeding all over everything.
Dude.
Yeah, I just got back myself.
You need fucking some WD-40.
I know.
Holy shit. Sounds like a haunted house in there with the creaking doors and floors.
Sounds worse than the fucking house they go to in It.
I'm in the kitchen hearing these sounds through my headphones all the way in my office.
What the fuck, man? It's just crazy, dude. I forgot to tell you one other janky thing to mention. The picture you shut your door, right? And you stand back and you look at your door shut and you can see the frame, right?
Yep.
The top, I'm looking at the door. This is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the door, right? Mm-hmm. I slant to the right. That's the way the fucking slant goes. But when I look at the door, it's like I took a little X-Acto knife and I started at the right corner of the top of the door. Uh-huh. And then I slid it all the way down and made like a 2-inch. By the time I got to the left side, it's about 1.5 inches. It's like a long, skinny triangle. And I took that out of the door. It looks like a Tim Burton door, dude. It's cut weird. And then I turn to my right. You know those fucking houses you go into, and I go to one end, and you're at the other, and I look really small, but it's only like 3 steps, and we can switch. You know those houses of illusion?
Yeah. That
you can go into? The door I'm looking at, again, it's like a Tim Burton door. It's slanted down to the right. It's like if it was clay and I grabbed the top of the frame and the door and smushed it down a bit. The angles of the walls aren't perfectly square.
That's really weird.
I'm looking at the walls. It's not a perfect square. It's so disorienting in this fucking room, dude. Like, it's slanting to the right. The door at the top is slanted, cut to the left. The fucking wall. Okay, look. Okay, I'm in the middle of the room, okay?
It sounds like a room of horrors.
Get this shit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the door, the second door, on my right wall, going to the bedroom. Okay. Maybe I'm standing, let's say, 3 feet from the wall. If I just take 3 steps to the left and then I measure again, it'd be 3.5 feet. And then if I took 3 more steps, it'd be 4 feet. Like if I went down the middle of my room in a straight line left and right, looking at my right wall, it's different. That's what I'm saying. It's not straight. It's like I can't. I don't know.
You're gonna have to somehow fucking straighten that room out, man.
I'd have to knock the fucking wall down.
Dig, man. There goes Mac the knife.
Listen to this. Now, on the sidewalk, whose sunny morning, lies a body just oozing life. And there's someone sneaking around the corner. Could that someone be Mac the Knife?
So it's talking about like a fucking
Murderer. Yeah.
Like Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
That's where he probably's ripping off Jack the Ripper.
That song has such a happy beat to it. It's like, oh, that shark man. Oh, that
yeah, what the fuck?
Right?
This is like taking fucking a suicidal tendency song and making it fucking with Sinatra, and you're like, we never knew it was like a suicidal tendency song or
no.
Death Angel or something.
I know.
All right, really quickly.
Yeah.
Little side thing. I know we're whatever, really quick. It was him and I working, and when him and I worked, it was great because it was the back of the store, no cameras, no nothing. We would take turns getting pizza and stuff. Like, now it's your turn to go get the pizza supplies and make the pizza. So I'd go around the store, get blah, blah, blah. So he got the pepperoni stick. With a pepperoni stick, usually cut it short and then put the guard on it and then cut. But he was just using, so he grabbed all the supplies. And then, like, I was helping a customer, and he was cutting the fucking pepperoni with just his hand holding it and going over the slicer. And it must have slid because all of a sudden I heard like, air.
Oh my God. How much?
Oh my God, dude. So I turn around and I go, what the fuck? And he's holding his hand. He's going, and his whole glove is filled with blood, right?
That's horrifying.
So then he rips the fucking thing off. This is when I knew it was bad. I told the person, hold on. He takes the glove off, puts it under the faucet, like behind, in our area, and he turned the faucet on high. Picture the stream of the water on your thumb. Like if you had a paper cut and the stream was going down on your thumb, full blast, you would see the blood go away and little trickles of blood would come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The blood was coming out faster than the fast water.
So it was coming out like a Tarantino movie, like Kill Bill.
And like not your nail side, but your thumbprint side where your fingerprints are. It looked like when you cut, if I take a gobstopper and cut it in half, and you can see the layers. Ew. So he had to go to the hospital and everything. He saved the piece of his thumb.
Good. Did they fucking sew it back on?
No, it didn't cut off. Like it was just the meat of his thumb where your fingerprint is. So he saved that piece. And then everybody was curious, and different people come back and be like, where's the thumb? And then it was on top of the oven on a plate or whatever. And he kept showing various people. But like, he had to get skin grafts, dude. That's how bad the cut was. It wasn't going to, there was no stitching. So I would hang out on the roof with my friends and go. This is when we used to go to Monday nights. Bar 13, which was Utopia. We would go to the roof, and this dude Benny showed up, and he's just like a 75-year-old dude, and he had like a cap on, and he had like glasses, and he was a jazz drummer. He had videos where he was drumming like fucking Buddy Rich, and he would always bring weed with him. He grew his own weed, and he would write in pencil on the joints what the type of weed is and say, what would you like to try? And then we would be on the roof and smoking, but the problem with Benny is he would talk your fucking ear off. He was really cool. He was a really awesome dude. I would always be in the corner of the roof while the party's going, and he's telling me a story that I cannot interrupt. He's one of those people that tells it in such a way that you can't really interrupt. So that was his downfall. But I did a little video with him. It's on my YouTube where he's drumming on his cheeks. It's called like Funky Face for Benny or something like that. And it's just him playing his cheeks. And he died last year.
Oh man. Yeah, I think
he was 80. He had heart problems.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was an older guy. I watched the video. It was really cool.
Yeah.
That was a cool little thing.
He wanted to do that. He's like, "Can I do something?" I said, "Yeah, let's film it." Yeah, he always wanted me to come to his performances and film, but he didn't have email or text. But yeah, this is honoring Benny. I really liked Benny a lot. He was super cool. I like when you're in a group of people and they're different ages. I don't like because they bring different, especially if they're cool and a nighttime person and a partier. He wouldn't smoke though because he had heart problems and shit. And we went to the Brooklyn Museum, which I never really go to because it's out there. I'm there. Cindy and Goku show up. Benny shows up with this boy. They drove after the fucking museum. We get in his little what are those in the Italian job? Those cars, those little cars.
Fiats.
They're certain.
Little
Yeah, he had one of those custom made. The dude was driving. Me sitting Yoko in the back. He gets gas across the street. The dude starts backing out. Crunch, crunch, the car shaking. Crunch, crunch. And Benny's going, oh! Benny's in the passenger seat. This is his car, his brand new car. He's been waiting for it. His buddy backed up. You know how, like, near the gas pumps are these upside down U-shaped on the sides in the concrete? They're made out of pipes, so you can't knock over the fucking
pump.
The gas pump.
Yeah.
When he backed up, that whole fucking metal, he cut the corner of the little concrete and it scraped and fucked up the whole side of Benny's car.
Holy
he just got it like that week. He'd been waiting for it. But I just remember Benny going, oh! And you're hearing crunch and metal in the car. The shit went on for 5 seconds though back. So crunch to crunch, shaking, crunch to crunch. I was like, oh my God. I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but I can't taste my olives with hot peppers on it, and I can't really taste my Powerade.
But you can't taste anyway, really. Can
no,
you?
But usually with the hot pepper, the pepper flakes.
Yeah.
Usually I can taste that because it's extreme, and I don't really detect any right now. When I was talking, now I might wake up and it'll be fine. I don't know. But when I was talking to you, and I gave the cats a treat, I opened up the olives, grabbed the red pepper flake. I put a ton of them on there, dude, because I want to taste it. I like extreme. If I had woken up right now, I would not have known that I just ate an olive with hot peppers on it.
Oh, boy. We all got the vid, man.
You know what I mean, Beck?
Yeah.
Like, I don't taste the hot peppers right now.
I went through that for I don't know how many days. I didn't taste shit. I had to eat really salty and really sugary shit to taste anything.
No, but what if I'm getting it? What if it wasn't? It's not 100%. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
It's not like I got tested. It's not like I went and got tested today and they said, oh, you had the vid 2 weeks ago. I might have had a cold.
Right.
I'm gonna eat another one and put my tongue right on a fucking pepper. It's very muted, man. I don't taste the peppers at all.
That's what had happened to me. It was very muted.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I have a bottle of hot sauce. Should I throw that swig in my mouth and see if that works?
Yeah, man. See if you at least feel the heat off it. You got to feel heat.
All right. Let me try it.
Well, hot sauce has a little vinegary flavor. Do you normally taste the vinegar?
I had hot sauce today on the tacos and I tasted it. So if I don't taste it now, something's wrong. Okay. Here we go. Bottoms up.
You're going to have heartburn like a motherfucker, man.
Okay. I can taste it, but it's muted.
You can still taste it?
I'm tasting the salt.
Yep.
I can feel a little heat. Here's the thing. It's like my tongue. Like, I put the hot sauce from the spoon on my tongue, swished it, swallowed it. The outsides of my roof of my mouth is what's burning, not my tongue. My tongue feels almost back to plain.
Huh.
You know how, like, when you eat something with hot sauce, it lingers, and you're like, oh, even if it's kind of light hot sauce, like, oh, a little bit of heat. All right. Yeah. Maybe I'll take a second, take a swig. This seemed to, go away pretty quickly. There should be more. Unless this candle, I'm kind of next to the candle.
Yeah.
Maybe the candle's fucking me up. I don't know.
Oh, man. You shouldn't be near it. You should probably put it over in a corner or something.
It could be that. Fucking me up. Who knows what chemical? It's eliminator for smoke. It says it has enzymes and shit that neutralizes the air.
Yeah, but it shouldn't do that to your tongue.
I know.
The factory.
Shiny boots of leather. And I, near the very end of our home movies, we were just making stupid, weird shorts. In that room that we would hang out in, that first room and smoking cigarettes and shit, we made a little movie where we made it like the factory. And we come in and I'm Andy Warhol, and I took my mom's mop, dude. And fucking...
Okay, can you harness this again?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
took out the fucking,
Okay.
I broke the stick and put the mop on my head, and I'm sitting there like Andy Warhol, and we're talking to Andy Warhol,
Okay.
and there's these characters.
Okay. All right. So you're playing
So
Andy.
it would be full circle.
All
Okay.
right.
No problem.
All right. So we've determined you're Andy Warhol. Here we go.
In the Doors,
Yep.
there was this little munchkin-looking dude with glasses
Okay.
who was like, who goes to the Doors and goes,
Oh, Andy really wants to see you. He heard of the Jimmy Morrison here, and he's just back here in the room. And Andy's wonderful. And he wants to.
and he brings them to Andy. The guy just shows up.
And then
And it's
says
like,
he wants to see us.
Oh,
You know Andy's work. You know his
Okay.
masterpiece there, the painting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's great. Well, yeah. Andy would like to see you. He thinks you're fabulous.
Okay, get Andy for me. Come on, channel him.
Oh, hi. Oh, wow. Hi. I'm Andy, and I got this camera. I was wondering if I can just shoot off a couple of frames. Oh, great. Why don't you join Edie and Gerard here on the couch, and I'm just going to load this with some film. You really are really fabulous, and you're like walking art.
Somebody gave me this telephone. I think it was Edie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Edie.
Yeah. And she said that I could talk to God with it.
He made a movie. Remember I was telling you about the Empire State Building?
I think so.
It was just a camera looking at, like, he must have been on a roof somewhere. He let the camera run for 24 hours, and it was the same static shot of the Empire State Building in the middle, but eventually it changes as a night and then back in the day. So he would put the shit in a theater.
Oh,
He would go in there. So I'm thinking a way that he can annoy us. Why don't you move to the left there, and then Becky, you move to the right, and we're, oh great. No, I meant to the right. No, actually, I'm thinking, it'd be really beautiful if you move back to the left. Look at you. Let me take a light metering on your face here. I want to make sure I capture your essence on camera. Can you just turn your head to the left? We can do like that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, your hair, it really is divine. Can you turn your head to the left? I just want to take a reading of, make sure I get the contours of your cheekbones and capture your beauty.
Contour.
I'm gonna go. All right. No, Paul. Just wait. I'm noticing the intense features, and I'm just checking the lighting a little bit more. Could you just tilt your head a little bit down no, back up. No, actually down, and then I'll go all right. and just do a bunch of clicks, like crazy clicking. No, circle it.
Andy, your hair really is divine. Can you just turn your head to the left? I just want to capture the contour of your cheekbone. Floyd, all right. Are we good to go now? Paul, ready to roll, Andy? Andy, no, wait, actually, Paul, just wait. I'm noticing the intense features. I'm just noticing the light a little more. Just go back up. Oh, no, just circle it.
Just twist it into a forward semicircle. That's great. No, but if you could really, for the sake of art and for the history of its value, if you could just do a backwards, but forward look, I think through the lens, it would really capture, and then I'll say, all right, this project is a companion to my my piece called Empire, and if you haven't missed it, it's really striking.
Well, Maniacs, there you have it. This concludes the writing sessions.